Plenty more ahead as the factor moves along from Los Angeles. A bizarre story out of Denver, where pot is legal. Police say a man ate marijuana-infused candy, then killed his wife.
Sir, guys, I've got cars outside of a DV in progress. 2112 South St. Paul, 2112 South St. Paul Street. The wife on an open line, screaming that a male had a gun.
Now, the alleged killer, 49-year-old Richard Kirk, pleaded not guilty by reason of insanity. He's charged with first-degree murder of his wife. Joining us now from Wilmington, Delaware, Katie Pavlich, and from New York, Kennedy, both are Fox News analysts. Kennedy has her own program on the Fox Business Network. Now, to make the story even worse, Kennedy, a couple had 3 young sons in the home when the guy shot and killed his wife. And you say?
I say this is horrific. It is horrible that these children are now orphaned because of the actions of this person. It is a tragedy, but we have to be very careful in tragedy not to rush to judgment, because we don't know what else this guy had in the system. We don't know what other drugs he might have taken that day, whether he was on antidepressants, if he had a history of mental illness, if he had a history of domestic abuse. And I think all of those questions are very important, and I'm sure they will be answered as this investigation goes forward. That is, in fact, a tragedy. Do we have the evidence to blame the whole thing on pot?
Well, this
and is that causation
headline
to make it illegal? No, I don't think we do.
This is the headline the police investigators put out. What do you say about it, Katie?
Well, look, I think that this is a tragedy. I agree with Kennedy, but I also think that there are tragedies that happen with legal substances all the time. There are people who get in cars after they've been drinking and they kill people by the thousands every single year. And I think this goes to show, though, that the marijuana activists saying that marijuana isn't harmful, it kind of blows a hole in their argument. And I think that he's going to have a really hard time winning in court by saying that he was insane at the time. But also, one more thing I want to point out here, too, is the argument to legalize marijuana came on the basis of saying they could regulate it effectively. And we're seeing now in the experiment of maybe overdosing on this drug and having it, too big of a dose in the edible form can result in a very devastating consequence.
Well,
and I think that's the experiment Colorado is running right now.
I'm going to give you, Kennedy, some stats that involve other people, not just the dopey potheads, okay? Traffic marijuana-related deaths up 32% in Colorado since it's legal. Children ingesting marijuana, there were 2 in 2009, 2014, 16. All right? 38% increase in number of marijuana-related hospitalizations since it's legal. And double the number of traffic deaths involving marijuana in Colorado. Double. So it's not just the potheads, it's the other people. And this has always been the argument against the legalization of narcotics, is public safety. Kennedy, 30 seconds. Katie, 30 seconds. Go.
This is a misrepresentation of a lot of these facts. For example, before 2009, they weren't testing for marijuana. Of course, you're going to see more marijuana in the bloodstream after traffic accidents because they have more effective means for testing it. And people are going to report when they overdose because it is legal. And a lot of this is confirmation bias at the hands of those people who put that survey together, which runs in direct opposition to voters in Colorado who still overwhelmingly support the marijuana legalization
but the stats are the stats.
The stats are not the stats in this case, Bill. I have to take issue with that. No, they have
it's a government-issued report. There's no fraud in it. Katie, last word.
Well, look, I think that we're looking here at the fact that marijuana does have consequences, and the choice comes down to whether, as a society, whether Coloradans want to deal with those societal consequences and have marijuana legal, or if they want to give the resources to then go back and retroactively make it illegal again. That is the choice on the table here. But we now know
it's a matter of public safety.
You're not going to put the genie back in the bong. That is not going to happen. People
have
to be responsible.
My job to tell the truth about what's happening.
I agree with that.
I don't know about any Kennedy, I got to go. I don't know about any genies. I don't know any about bottles. It's my job to tell you the truth. Truth is, public safety endangered by intoxicating substances of all kinds. We come right back.